This is your block. Preparation, your block, and execution of your block. Preparation, execution, preparation, execution. Like Ricardo was teaching us nicely this morning about kind of quickly going into block, yeah? Ultimately you're preparing and then you're executing. The only difference between that movement is from that movement you have a rotation of your body. But what I've seen a lot of people doing is they're preparing, they're rotating and they're over blocking. You can't, like, if you're going beyond that strong position, for sure it's going to have an effect. For sure you can make it work, especially if you're a big, strong guy. For sure you're going to make it work, but it's not your potential. Your potential is there where you get that connection. So that's the preparation, that's the execution. Now you can play about with your shoulder a lot, of course, but for now, I want you to think about it in those simple terms. You're compressing into handling, not rotating. This is in line. Then as you rotate, it brings that arm down. You compress, rotate. Compress, rotate. That's all. Not position. This feels strong. Well, like that's not. The object of Kihon is not to go to what feels strong. It's to build connection, to make your body strong. Not just do what you can make strong. So I want each time to think, well, what's the maximum range of my hip? And then what is that maximum connection of my lat? And that's my finished position. It should be Sensei line, right? For sure, if you've got stiff hips, you have to maybe block more. Which is probably not as much as some of you are doing. Understand? So I'm going to time. He's punching, I'm blocking. He's punching, blocking. Punch, block. I'm timing the rotation of my hip with my hand. Do you understand? What I really want, I don't want you to clash, somebody here competing tomorrow. What I really would like you to see is possibly that impact phase of the punch and that impact phase of the block together. So like with the palm of your hand, I'd rather you have that rather than that. Do you understand? Like if you do it enough, that's going to get irritating. So the strong part of my arm, so basically the fleshy bit of my arm, the fleshy bit of his hand, and I'm putting my bottom mass behind it and then finishing. So he attacks and connect, tag, connect, tag, connect. But it's my hip that I'm connected with, not my arm. That position is a little bit strange. That you're not resetting. You're having, especially at this level, having that sense of impact. There's impact. Now for sure, my hand is going there, but it's here. It's coming back because I want to have a set. I don't want to have this set in. Do you understand? I don't want this locked in as a tried kind of shape that I make. When he punches, I'm blocking and ready to do something else. And whether I'm maintaining form or in a more free way. You don't need to make this big, extravagant, kind of exaggerated movement. Like one of the principles of Shotokan is that we go from the exaggerated to the nuanced. And so we're always trying to make it more and more nuanced. And so I want to kind of just look at that kind of way of doing it. So not only kind of nuanced in this kind of go from the big to just the small movement, also your stance as well. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to shift our stance and use that shift to create power. So again, same drill, yeah? Same drill. He attacks Oyasuki. There's block. Then all I want you to do is shift from front stance to back stance. He attacks, you block in front stance, and shift. All I'm doing is going from Zen stretch to Koku stretch. And I have a sense that you're pivoting on the ball of your foot, and so you're shifting maybe, I don't know, 10 centimeters, the length of your foot. And like, what's really important is that you get out of the idea that back stance is a defensive kind of feeling, yeah? I want you to have an offensive feeling with back stance. Going from Zen stretch, which you're using in a defensive way, to Koku stretch, which you're using in an unoffensive way. Understand? And just that smallest of shifts, moving from your center. So, first of all, you put your weight on, you attack, put your weight on, put your weight on. So be strict with yourself, yeah? First and foremost, you are making Zen touch, not some hybrid. Good Zen touch, and so that makes you more strict with what you can do with this back leg and your hip, and you're just putting your weight onto that position, that's all. Understand? Take your time to make the form correct. Take your time to make sure that you're challenging yourself in a way that kind of not exaggerates the opposite, makes this subtle movement more refined. Yeah? So, what is thinking guard? And you're blocking, and then driving, and then one more time drive. So again, all you're doing is zen snatch, kokon snatch, kibinach. First one, back. Think about your back ball of foot, pivoting, so you're shifting this way, and you're driving into back stance. And the last one, front ball of foot, driving into kibinach. So you're shifting each time. It's just that small nuanced movement, and you're just skipping that palm at the end. Like obviously, you'd add speed, you'd add something. What I want you to do, Bradley, is now feel the weight, and let them feel the weight in a safe way.
Yes.
Understand? So each time, really precise snatch change. Horizontal come, same snatch. Attacking, kokon snatch. Attacking, kibinach. So we like to spend the first 20-30 minutes doing this drill, and so we're just trying to have that functional connection to put your body mass into your hands, yeah? Then don't just abandon that when you're doing a Kihon drill. So my couple of things that I'd say with this. First of all, you're connecting that leg to that hand, that punching hand, through a solid, stable, regulated mass, a modulated mass. So you're not kind of breaking your line, not over stiff, you're just modulating that so you have that clear transition. Next one is that back leg and your hip that's driving forward. Back leg and your hip that's driving forward. Then this one here, don't go against your leg, but don't open and lose connection. Push, open. A lot of people are kind of going over that leg and then falling into position. I want you to kind of feel like you're pushing and facilitating that so that you can use that leg and that hand as quickly as possible. Next point. So, I step forward on this red line. This is my center line. My back leg and my hip is driving into that point. My back leg and my hip is driving to that point. And now you're back to that kind of flamboyant, like what's the way you're doing? You're taking Oizuki, and then you're making it upright, and then you're doing MP. All you have to do is put your weight onto the point and have a millimeter of movement. Explosive. So 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to do. That's enough to create this power. Everyone's over flamboyantly kind of moving. Of course, the punch is the punch, right? The punch is going to start from Hikite, and you're going to drive right the way through. But this can upright. Put that part of your hand or that part of your hand into that point. Elbow into that point. That's all you need to do. And then stick your mass behind it. Have that relaxed limb compress on impact. He's always, like just have that sense, and then you're just having that relaxed limb go in. Understand?
Push.
This time, no snap. No snap at all. Still the same. Swing. 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 Understand? Same feeling. You don't have the benefit of the snap. Just swing your leg, impact. Swing your leg, impact. Swing your leg.
We're not swing and push, it's the swing is going straight in.
No, the swing, and then it's that is taking the swing to a thrust. I mean, there's no snap because literally you're not snapping your foot.
Yeah.
You're not snapping. It's thrust in the sense that you're, like any thrust, of course, is your joint behind your weapon. So in a very real sense, this is a thrust. You are thrusting in. If I'm true, this is my leg. I'm not snapping in like this. I'm thrusting in. Thrusting in.
Is that coming from the end?
And it's coming from that, yeah.
Still in.
Yeah. You also want to. You can do that as well. Every little bit helps. You can also kind of dig in the toes, and that Sensei will show you these little dodgy toes. But like, yeah, there's a whole way so you can do it. But ultimately, it's that compression that you're digging in. Just like the hip that we shifting our stance before. exactly the same feeling. Also, there's no need to, so we keep so much in Shomen, right? The Shomen dash. But actually, if we really want to create power, it'd be the hammy that we're kind of really digging it in. So this, you might have that point where that's not enough. Rotate as well.
Does.
To give you that extra length, they give you that horizontal trajectory rather than swinging trajectory. Understand? The same feeling. Have that feeling of flipping round, like control push snap. Understand?
Yes.
The more you can, like with this, the more, like we would stop there with Kihon, but maybe we're kind of coming completely round. Like he Sensei was teaching kind of dropping someone down in a wrist lock, kind of putting your body mass onto it, then see what you can do. If you're coming to basic Shotokan fine position, if you're coming to like a more kind of drop position, fine. Basic Shotokan is this position, right? Here, bring the foot in line. So that's it. Well, really, maybe I can also drop more down. Maybe I can kind of like drop down this way, depending on your flexibility, depending on what you can do. Doesn't matter. What does matter is your body mass is going in that direction at the time. So I can go from this trajectory, that trajectory, within that spectrum. Understand? Slowly. Have that timing. Have your body mass in this. That's all you're doing. Understand? Make it like you're adding speed so you can make it a little bit more impactful. So have your body mass go behind it, have that compression on the points of impact. As your leg is out, you're still compressing. So compress. Understand? I don't want you to, like the same, similar to my area, I just want you to kind of put your foot up, yeah? Put your foot up. So you're not snapping at all, you're just digging in. Have that sense of digging in for you. Understand?
Yes.
This is like a little bit more Washington Kikomi. Washington Kikomi. It's this feeling, yeah? Like Washington snap, Washington snap. But Kikomi is this, where you bring your leg up and drive. You understand? So without that, a couple of things that I wanted to do. First of all was just kind of talk about that weight shift, that twitching from your core, shifting your body mass, putting your body mass onto a point, okay, and then kind of challenging those points in terms of the pushing your partner and the kicks and the punches, trying to challenge that connection point, because the last thing you want is to have all those things go right, the timing will be right, the target be right, the distance be right, and then the last connection, your lat, or the very last connection, your wrist, breaks, buckles, doesn't transfer that body mass effectively. So there's a difference between your mass, 80 kilos on a good day, well, after last night you'll have tapas anyway, and your effective mass. So I can never put 80 kilos into a punch, even if I kind of like Superman someone into the ground, like still something's probably going to give. So how much effective mass can I get? Is that 20, 30, 40, 50, 80%? I don't know. But like you have to maximize that effective mass. And so challenging yourself with these connection points is a way to kind of test yourself, to see where your weaknesses are, and then see where you have to improve. You understand? Strong core, jelly arms, jelly legs. However, in those jelly arms and jelly legs, strong connection points. Strong connection points. This is vital. Okay? Any questions?